Success isn't about waiting for the right moment. It's about making the moment right. Too many people spend their lives hesitating, waiting for motivation, waiting for the perfect conditions, waiting for some external force to push them into action. But the truth is, that moment will never come. There will always be an excuse, always a reason to delay, and the more you wait, the more time slips away. Days turn into weeks, weeks into months, and before you know it, years have passed, and you're still stuck in the same place, wondering why nothing has changed. If you want to change your life, you have to start now. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when you feel ready. Now. Readiness is a myth. No one ever feels completely ready. The people who succeed in life are not the ones who wait for the perfect conditions. They're the ones who take action despite uncertainty, despite fear, despite doubt. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't talent, luck, or intelligence. It's the willingness to do what others won't. It's the ability to push forward when everything inside of you wants to stop. Discipline is the bridge between goals and achievement. Motivation is temporary. It fades. One day you're fired up, ready to take on the world. The next, you're exhausted, discouraged, and tempted to quit. That's why you can't rely on motivation alone. You need discipline. You need to build habits that keep you moving forward even when you don't feel like it. Because the truth is, most days you won't feel like it. But successful people don't operate based on their feelings. They operate based on their commitments. They show up, they put in the work, and they keep going no matter what. One of the biggest reasons people fail is because they focus too much on how hard the process is rather than on the reward waiting at the end. Think about when you first set a goal, you were excited. You imagine the rewards, the sense of accomplishment, the pride you'd feel when you finally achieved what you set out to do. But over time, that excitement fades. The workouts feel exhausting. The long hours of work seem endless. The failures make you question yourself. And before you know it, you're making excuses, delaying progress, convincing yourself that maybe it's not worth it. But that's a lie. The process is temporary. The pain is temporary. The struggle is temporary. The only thing that lasts is the result. And that result is what you need to keep in your mind at all times. Take a moment right now and picture the best possible version of yourself. The version that has already achieved everything you're working toward. Imagine the confidence, the freedom, the success, and the fulfillment that comes from following through on your commitments. Imagine waking up every morning proud of what you've built, proud of the discipline you've developed, proud of the fact that you didn't let fear or laziness win. That's your end result. That's what you're fighting for. Now compare that vision to where you are today. What's standing between you and that reality? The answer is simple. Your willingness to keep going. The gap between where you are and where you want to be is only as big as your ability to take action even when you don't feel like it. The more you remind yourself of the life you're working toward, the less power your excuses will have over you. One of the most effective ways to stay focused on the end result is to create visual reminders. Successful people don't rely on willpower alone. They use external triggers to keep their goals front and center. Put a picture of your goal somewhere you'll see it every day. Write down your biggest dreams and place them where you'll be reminded of them constantly. Whether it's a vision board, a note on your phone, or a mantra you repeat every morning, make sure your future success is always in front of you. Another powerful strategy is mental rehearsal. Before you start your day, take a few minutes to close your eyes and visualize yourself accomplishing your goal. Imagine crossing the finish line, holding that diploma, launching that business, standing on stage, or reaching whatever milestone matters to you. The more vividly you can picture it, the more real it becomes. When you see the reward clearly in your mind, the hard work doesn't feel as overwhelming. Instead of feeling like an endless grind, it becomes a necessary step towards something incredible. But here's the key. You can't just think about the end result. You have to feel it. You have to emotionally connect to what it will mean for you. How will your life change when you reach your goal? How will it feel to finally prove to yourself that you followed through? How much better will you sleep at night knowing that you didn't let fear or procrastination hold you back? When you make the end result real in your mind, the effort required to get there feels worth it. And let's be honest, this journey will not be easy. There will be days when doubt creeps in, when setbacks make you question everything, when nothing seems to be working. But those are the moments that separate winners from quitters. Those are the moments when you have to remind yourself why you started. The people who win in life are not the ones who never struggle. They're the ones who refuse to quit. Think about the pain of giving up. Imagine looking back a year from now, realizing that you let another 12 months pass without real progress. Imagine knowing that you could have been so much further ahead if only you had stayed committed. That regret is far worse than any temporary struggle you're facing right now. But now, picture the opposite. Imagine sticking to your path, grinding through the tough days, showing up for yourself even when no one is watching. Imagine what it will feel like to finally arrive at your destination, to finally see the proof of your effort, the rewards of your persistence, the transformation that only comes from consistent action. That feeling is worth every sacrifice. So the next time you feel tired, unmotivated, or tempted to quit, shift your focus. Stop thinking about how hard it is. Stop thinking about how long it will take. Instead, think about what's waiting for you on the other side. Think about the person you're becoming. Think about the version of yourself that never quit. Because at the end of the day, the work you put in now is shaping your future. Every decision matters. Every action counts. And every time you choose discipline over comfort, you take another step closer to the life you want. Keep your eyes on the prize. Stay focused on the end result. And nothing will be able to stop you. At this point, you know exactly what you need to do. You understand that no one is coming to save you. You know that waiting is just another form of self-sabotage. You've learned how to push through resistance, eliminate distractions, and build unstoppable momentum. But knowing isn't enough. The real question is, will you act? Because everything we've talked about means nothing if you don't take action. Knowledge without execution is wasted potential. You can sit here nodding your head in agreement, feeling inspired, telling yourself that tomorrow will be different. But let me be honest with you, if you don't move now, you never will. Because tomorrow turns into next week. Next week turns into next year. And before you know it, you'll be stuck in the same place, looking back on all the time you wasted. Don't let that happen. You have two choices. You can keep making excuses, keep waiting for the perfect moment, keep watching others succeed while you stay stuck. Or you can decide right now that you're done waiting, that you're done making excuses, that you're going to take control of your life and force yourself to move forward no matter what. The reality is, nothing changes unless you do. No amount of motivation will save you if you're not willing to push yourself. No amount of inspiration will matter if you don't take action. Success belongs to those who act, not to those who wish. So start now. Take that first step, no matter how small. Build the habit of showing up for yourself every single day. Push through the resistance, eliminate the distractions. Stay focused on the end result and refuse to quit. Because 1 year from now, you will either be proud of yourself for taking action or full of regret for staying the same. The choice is yours. But whatever you do, don't wait. Your future self is depending on you. Make the decision today. Take action now. Because if you don't do it, no one else will.